We will begin our search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. Okay. The first location is Forum Soleus, a park to the northwest of this region. Station. You are to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. Okay. Oh, ether current. How do we get up there? Oh, I can walk up there. Okay. To think this macabre graveyard for war machina was once a park. This is the place. So, this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the empire, Great Solus Zosgalvus. Oh. Did we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armor? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time, in case something has been overlooked. I see. Then with your permission, we will commence the search. Let's get that etherite first. Who knew this was a park, huh? Forum of Soleus. Forum Soleus. Map of Forum Soleus. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Soleus. The pond, children's play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require use of ceruleum. If you think about this, was like, I don't know, this is probably such a... Do you think Garlemald was actually a very good place to live? Maybe? It looks nice. From like the park structure itself. And they focused on the parks, the recreational areas before like having buildings around it. That's interesting. Though rather small by Garlean standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeper. That's that's so funny. There's nothing besides resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by ceruleum. A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum, as Julius said. Keep calling him Julius. I don't imagine there would be much need for Magitech in a park of all places. But then again, I wasn't raised in Garlemald. They may have uses for ceruleum that I've yet to consider. It all looks so modern too. compared to other places we've explored. This, whatever it is, appears to have some sort of symbolic meaning related to this park. Even though the place is named after Solace, it doesn't seem to be a statue. There doesn't seem to be a statue of him. Well, at least not anymore. Maybe it was once a fountain? Or somewhere the man himself used to sit? Not that it would matter, even if we knew. But I can't help but wondering. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial war machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. You okay? Oh, it's you. Any luck? There's no sign of any cerulean. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help noticing you were gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes. I mean, no. It's just... I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. Oh. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over. So like all the other children, they had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done. Every time. And every time, when we'd get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. With a cerulean-powered heater by any chance? I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. But that was a long time ago, when the water was still flowed clear and wasn't this blackish muck. Can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. With the machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Guardian would jump out of their skin if they saw it, but the first has a few foreign Sinferi and the Medicae, so it doesn't scare me. Then I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Oh! Alphino, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of fire should do this trick. Okay. Leave it to me. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake, like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in the park, and we may have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane! So, fancy a dip? Yeah, no problem. A little friendly competition might make things interesting. Last one to find the cerulean tank is a rotten egg. Though I dare say we'll both smell like rotten eggs when this is over. Alright, let's check here. Delve into the water, but come up empty-handed. To add injury to insult, the icy wind on your damp clothing chills you to the bone. Oh no. Gods be good, it's cold! Perhaps we should have listened to Julius after all. What the fuck? Let's look here. Looks like this is better. Maybe. Beneath the water, your fingers catch on what you think might be a handle. Hey, it is! Got it! Open the hatch and retrieve a cerulean tank. However, your grand discovery comes at a great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and rancid odor emanating from every limb of your body. Julius will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver him your prize. Oh no! Oh no! I found it. You found it? Huh. There must be another one around here somewhere. Hello. Did you find anything? I hope you did. Here you go. That's it. And there's still some cerulean left. The fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alphino a hand. Hey, we're bonding. We are bonding. Call me an Ul'Dan because by fire I'm reborn. My clothes are mostly dry now too. I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still envoys deserving of protection. If you die on my watch, he would be most displeased. Aww. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did. Not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. We lived well. Better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine, and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we've always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat and sitting down for a hot meal with family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sound of laughter and song, of happiness. And although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we'd climb up onto the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble. Those friends dead. And those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had... Oh. Soon. Our chance will come. We just need to hold on a little longer. Aww. Oh. Owing to the wealth of experience I've occurred in gathering firewood, I was even able to provide Julius with some basic pointers on the subject. I thought it might help to further build our rapport, to distract him from his other concerns. Aww. Well, at least my clothes are finally dry. Though they could still do with a proper wash. True. No good deed. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park. Okay. Let's go. Just outside, okay. Everything was built on an enormous scale, and with a thick, cleanly cut stone, much like Amarat. Given what we know, such similarities are no coincidence. Yeah, you're right. I bet Emmett kind of made it into that similarity. That makes it remind him of home, I guess. The War Machina appears to be patrolling the area of its own volition. I wonder whether it is simply following its original orders, or if it now serves the Tolophoroi. As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of War Machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered tanks from less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, that time being now. Rather than prize them apart, piece by piece, it would be much quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without it rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering though, you should check the Machina's ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. The gauge is broken. I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Understood. Let's get to work. Okay. Oh. It's not empty. No. I don't know if I want to waste this. Let's try another one. Oh no. I don't know, bro. Okay. Let's try this one. No. No. No, I'm sad. No! Stop! Please! I don't need this. No! Okay, I'm sorry. I'll try not to waste more. Let's try this one. Oh, it's half full. Hey. I only needed 3. And luck. More explosive? Wait, is that what I think it is? Yeah, here you go. You've done it again! Truly, luck is on our side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alizé and Alphino are faring. Oh, I guess I have to wait. Oh.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
What? Thancred?
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
Oh, is it from a link pearl?
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance.
What? Why?
We observed you had been led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
No! This is bad, bro.
The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise. This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
Okay.
They had not gone far.
Hey.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile. It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
Huh? Armor?
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
Okay. Oh.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question. Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
At this rate, probably not.
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Ysayeau are to stay here
What?
as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil.
No! Oh no! Quintus, what the fuck are you doing?
Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
Oh no.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
Don't do it! I know you're starting to care for them. Please.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Oh my god. Everything will be alright, have faith.
Get them out of here.
Oh. I got this. You didn't want to hurt them. Because they're kids, huh? Alphino and Alize will be fine, providing they do not resist. Sure. Aleta Alia Lacta S. Okay. Once again, Julius has been entrusted with an unenviable task. Oh no. Rip. All right. You will accompany me back to your camp, where I will meet your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will indeed to be transported here. Will need to be transported here, okay. That task falls to the Legionnaires Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the Ysayeau for further details in those words. Okay. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Okay. Oh, this is the guy who wants to kill me. You again. Ask the Ysayeau, he said? So, that's to be the way of it. After all this, how ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald. Yeesh. Oh, and her too. No. Oh, I feel bad. What do you want with me? Ask the Ysayeau? I don't know how that's pronounced. So Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand. That he would recognize the savage is ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him, we too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varus, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty! That sounds a lot like how you would say as a tempered soldier. Very concerning. Very, very concerning. Have you done as instructed? Their duties involve more than transportation of supplies, don't they? Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we'll be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter, a place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. Okay. I'll go by foot. Just like they have been doing. I'm getting close. Is that his house? Give me a moment, please. Julius lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. I think this is his house.
This is my home.
Yes.
Our home. At least it was until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate.
No. They were thralled, weren't they?
When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside.
Did you have to kill them?
But they weren't themselves, and they tried to.
Oh.
And I had to.
And that's why you had to kill them. It was like, oh. It's like the apocalypse for them. Holy shit. Oh.
I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised.
Oh.
The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center, the blood of the fallen.
Oh.
Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald.
So that's what the symbol means.
But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke.
No, it's okay.
We should go.
That's sad.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
No. Oh. Move closer. Yeah, move closer, please.
It's so cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
Oh.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varus at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people, one race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varus and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics, to see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
all of our supplies, and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship.
Oh, Jesus.
Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too.
Yeah.
Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction.
Oh.
Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh.
God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me?
Oh.
If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you.
Oh.
Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Ysayeau.
Oh. Whoa! Estinian? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
The scouts have secured Ysayeau and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Shit. Jesus Christ!
Ambush!
They're not gonna be...
More are coming! Make ready!
Oh, fuck. Please don't do this.
The loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald. of the fallen Emperor Varys shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return!
No, Julius!
Stop, both of you!
Oh, shit!
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea.
He immediately stopped it. That's good.
Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies. Every word.
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Oh.
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision.
Who is she? 10th. Oh, is it that lady we fought earlier?
Bereft of hope, and now dignity.
Hmm.
I release you from your duty. All of you.
I see that knife.
I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement.
Please don't kill yourself.
'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Don't. No. No way. No way!
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take
He will
it.
never do it. He will never do it.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
He'll never do it. He's gonna fucking kill himself. He'll die with his duty. No. 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 This sucks! Why? Oh, fucking hell, bro. He'd rather die with dignity. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Julius. Much and more has occurred since we last met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. He's dead. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and this disposition of their forces. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry? A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in the forest with the intent to do so, we will only incite panic. But perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station and have him lead the refugees there. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alphino, Alizé, and the scouts have been sent to extricate them should be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area to lend their support should it be needed. Understood. I'm sorry, Julius. Their strength will serve them in the days to come. There is yet life in this cold soil. Good optimism. And they deserve to die warriors' deaths. Even so, I have not forgotten why we are here, and I will make my hand for now. Stay my hand. Yes. Yes. Yes, Serena. Food in their bellies. Okay, it's unattuned. I can't do anything about it. But shit. He's fucking dead. He went out. He went all out. Oh. He could have been a good ally too, but I understand his reason for just wanting to end it all. Wanting to end everything with the dream still, like... It's still his belief. You know? I can't blame him. No, please. Not now. Graha. Oh, and there's this guy too. Oh, I did not expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you had best see for yourself. No, I know, bro. 'Tis a comfort to see thou none for the worse, to see thee none the for worse by thy recent ordeals. Nemu and Julius. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't. Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free. Free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence after the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die. But most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned. We just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see that they reach to our camp safely. Oh. Oh. I can lead him! I can lead Julius! Hey, you okay? It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it. Rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. Oh shit. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me with you, please. Okay? You're with us, okay? Well, we got the Aetherites sorted in the end. And all it took was a few adjustments. Now it works well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in ladder room is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Okay. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands, perhaps in their eyes, the very cause of their suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we mustn't give up. I'm so sorry, Julius. Why? This is where it happened. Let's not dwell on it. Not when there's work to be done. Everything's going to be alright now. To employ healing magics now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from thy experiences at Victor Spoils. Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate ether with the same suspicion that many Oriosians do magic. Ah, it's you, the one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning. Until you're all left with is anger, and fear, and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I would be glad to accept. Yeah. Don't believe I asked you your name. It's Nemu. Nemo Kire. Thank you. I will remember it. Always. Oh. Alright, Flavius. I hope you make it. Oh, Estinian. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if it's safe passage to our camp they need, I'd gladly oblige. Yeah, that's your style. No worries. Oh, he's a centurion. Okay. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass. What we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are there any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Yep. Thank the 12. Thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and the tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of our Lominsan friends. I'd save it for the tempered, though. I see. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet you back at our camp. Okay. Okay. I have to go down there. Okay. It's hard to talk about stuff when that cutscene just happened. It's so depressing. It's depressing for Julius as well. Everything that you know is just... You start to lose hope, essentially. And I can't blame him. Okay. Can we use the keyed item? Oh, I can't? What? Aw. Can I not? Wait, what is this for? Aw, yo. I don't want to have to kill them, bro. Oh, okay. Now I can use it. There you go. Can leave now, right? Okay, there you go. Alright, no threats. Probably a tempered guy here. Yep. Oh, okay. There you go. Here you go. There you go. Not far, so I'll go on, like, on foot. Hey, Thancred. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The tempered proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. Well, I see to that. Do you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first and all that. Gotcha. Ah, Nemu. I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What of the other refugees? I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees. Preferred notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that he lived. He would be tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with him. Perhaps, by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Yes, that's what I thought as well. He wanted to stick with Varus and Solus's ideals to the very end. Who can say? I didn't know the man, or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up the mess. Yeah.